What's
We
up,
are
everybody?
back, boys. We are back. And we
We're
are
back.
reviewing
Kumbalangi Nights.
Kumbalangi Nights.
Trying to spell it on IMDb
Kumbalangi
here.
Nights. Yes.
Kumbalangi Nights.
A very fun,
Wow.
kind of day in the life movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it really started off like that, where
Yeah.
it's just like following
The
these
story.
four boys, these four brothers, and their lives and like kind of the hardships they're going through,
Yep.
and the different challenges and
Yeah.
character change or character traits, that
Developments,
change and
love
develop.
arcs, different
Yep.
things happen, and
Yeah.
overall a very fun and very sweet
Yeah,
movie.
I really like this. It was so different than some of the other Indian movies we've seen.
It had a different feel,
It
yeah.
it had
did.
different
It did.
music. It had like it actually never had a music video type song.
That's
where,
right,
you know,
right.
the
Yeah,
song,
it
it's
was
like
just
an
natural,
almost
yeah.
like the intermission type songs where
Yeah.
there's the full music video. So yeah, it didn't have one of those, and that was interesting.
Yeah.
And it had a very different plot too, because
Yeah.
you didn't really know where it was going. Which
I know.
that's what I liked about it, because
It
it
was
was
like,
kind of
where are we going?
mysterious.
Yeah.
Because it's like, who's
Can't
like
spell.
who's the bad guy? Like, is what's gonna happen?
Right.
And then like halfway through, when what's his name, Saji's business partner dies, trying to
Yeah.
save him, like
Yeah.
that was so brutal and heartbreaking.
That was really sad.
And then like how it changed the brothers' dynamic.
Yeah.
All of the brothers together, where they kind of started to work together after that, and helping the women out and stuff, and letting them stay in their house. And that was really interesting to see the brothers change like that. And then oh my goodness, yeah, that ending. But I don't know what you guys can
That
chime
was
in on what
interesting.
you
Yeah,
thought.
I thought it was a very interesting plot. I mean, I think with this kind of movie, it was interesting too. It was not too long. It
Yeah,
was
2 hours
2:15.
15.
So try to keep it kind of condensed. I think they probably could have, maybe, I don't know. There were parts I thought they could have skipped, and then parts I think they should have expounded more on.
Mhm.
I would have loved to see more on Saji's mental health journey
Sure.
that he went through.
Yeah, and about his like issues with his father and
Right, and kind of
or
had
what
developed that
happened
more.
with his father. Yeah,
Yeah,
and,
I mean, it was really good. I thought it would be interesting if they would have explored
yeah,
that
and
more.
and a little bit more about their mother too, because I
Yeah.
was really
They
that was
kinda
a little
brushed it-
confusing for
yeah.
me, because she was like it was, I don't know, she wasn't like a missionary, but she was like some sort of, she was really involved in a church, I guess.
Well, yeah, was she
And
like
she
in
didn't
a
wanna-
cult or something?
She didn't want to even visit.
It's almost
the
like
family.
they treated her family treated her like she was either purposefully avoiding them or
Yeah,
in a cult type
Yeah,
atmosphere.
it
I don't
did
know.
seem
vibes
like that.
gave.
There was a
It
lot
was
of
a little strange, yeah.
Well, yeah, there was. I don't know. It was hard to tell though what was actually happening there. So let us know
Right.
in the comments what you guys
Right.
think.
Right.
Of
But
that
she chose
scene.
not to. The key was she chose
Yeah,
not to
right.
come back and
Right.
visit them for. A
right.
couple
And that's
days,
definitely not. And don't be commenting that that's what Christians do, because that's definitely not correct. So
Yeah, that's
comment what you think that was, but you're
Yeah.
absolutely wrong if you're like, oh, that's what Christians are like.
Yeah.
Not
In
true.
terms of
They're
just-
great.
In terms
Cults are cults. They're different than Christianity.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
terms of just kind of letting go of all the other family members.
Yeah,
are
that
maybe
is not at
following
all a
us.
Christian thing.
Yeah,
to
I
do,
don't
so.
know where that. So yeah, it must have been some cultish thing or
Yeah,
something.
who knows?
But
Shammy
yeah.
was really good too as
Yeah.
an actor.
Oh, Shammy. So yeah, I would have liked to even see more like of his background too, and like
Right.
why he had that crazy side to him, or like
Yeah.
why he went absolutely insane. But like that was still, I mean, even without more context behind his character, it was he just still did a great job.
Yeah.
Like, oh, that creepy smile
He was
had
constantly
throughout the
grinning.
movie. Like
Yeah.
even from the beginning, we had an inkling that hey, this guy is kind of weird.
Something's wrong.
Off.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
And of course the way he acted and like how
Yeah.
he was always up in everybody's business and
Yep.
just trying to
Yep.
find fault with everybody.
Yeah.
That was crazy. But yeah, I really liked how it picked up at the end a lot, and just like the crazy. It was kind of a switch where it just got really action packed at the end.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool how they kind of.
I'll kind of be a contrary opinion on that.
Well,
right
I'm also, I think, on your side.
Interesting.
Oh, okay.
So this movie, I enjoyed this movie. I love the cinematography. I like the feel of it, because it's basically just choosing to examine this family.
Yep.
And how they progress through life and their various troubles along the way, their various issues, personal things that they have to get past. So in terms of Bobby, it's just being able to get a job, and also just finding initiative.
Yeah.
And then, of course,
that one
Saji
scene where he walked out of the workplace.
That was really, I really appreciated that. But
the music playing.
All that to say is, I enjoyed watching their struggles, their interactions with the girls, contrasting under Shami's basically watch, or he was kind of the guardian of that house. Mm-hmm. So it was interesting to see those interactions. But then I felt like it took a turn into the soundtrack changed to something more. I felt was just different and didn't really fit.
Fast.
It was just like a psychological thriller, which I thought this is a bit. It went a little haywire. I thought.
I would say. I think what you find, I think forced maybe,
and maybe a little bit, because Shami's character truly was crazy, and he was very self-obsessive,
sure.
But it just seemed to take a very kind of a strange turn, even though I suppose you could explain the logic behind it.
Here's what I would say, and this is kind of getting back to my point of the whole movie, right? I think they should have cut certain parts out of the movie because it wasn't necessary, and then they should have expounded on more parts of the movie depending on which way they wanted to go with it, right? If they want to explore Shami being a crazy guy, they need to add more to the movie to build up to that and set the tone right and set it so that we kind of know something's up.
Well, so they should have maybe showed more of his violence earlier in the film.
They didn't show any of that.
No, they didn't. I mean,
he took a 180 pretty much.
They always hinted that something sinister was going on behind it, like in his mind, kind of. But they never really showed him get like angry or act out earlier in the film. So it definitely
it would have been nice.
It
would have been nice to have more kind of build up with that if that's what they wanted to go. I think you could have really done this movie too without really having him kind of having that turn at the end of the movie. I think you could have done it differently.
True.
Where you just you have it the same way at the beginning, but then at the end spice it differently, where it's more of the drama between the brothers more, and try to kind of work through that more.
Sure.
Yeah. I see what you're coming from. It just did feel whoa, this is a tonal change, and also the soundtrack was a distinct
difference.
Intense movie soundtrack, like they're trying to build up a psychological thriller. And prior to that, it was not a psychological thriller, so it was definitely an interesting tonal shift.
I mean,
which is a creative choice. I mean, some people I think probably did enjoy that change.
And I did like how they showed that the brothers were like unified at the end. That whole fight was them kind of coming together and as a team.
I think that's probably why
I really like that part.
Yeah.
But they did have some very sudden tonal shifts
I think they could have gotten that message across, that the brothers are now united, but using a different catalyst than Shami as the catalyst, right? To change the tone.
Sure,
maybe have something
or
different,
in a
to unite them together, kind of a thing.
Sure. Yeah, although they were building Shami up the whole movie to be not
we were
not
mostly just
violent,
annoyed with him,
some
and then
sort of villain, I guess. But
exactly. I don't know.
But they could have. Yeah, it was a very sudden change in tone.
It just felt like the ending was a little left a bit to be desired in terms of how the tone was established and how the relationships were established.
Right.
Then you're ending with, admittly, they're getting married, everything's perfect, but
I would have liked it to have been the ending the whole movie. If it was a psychological thriller the whole movie, that would have been awesome.
Right.
kind of
then
build
you
it up that
yeah,
way.
one way or another. Like if they had it all a drama, I
Yep.
thought that would have been great.
Yeah, that would have been
or
awesome.
all psychological thriller. But I would say, I mean, the acting was incredible by like
I thought the acting was
everybody
really
in
good.
this
Yeah.
movie. It like Bobby was so good.
Very good.
Like
The
just
Matthew
emotion.
McConaughey of India.
My
I mean,
boy.
I
I
mean, guys,
saw
that-
his standing or his faces where
Oh,
he's
yeah,
just
yeah.
observing. It's like
Yep.
that's a young Matthew McConaughey.
It's
well, and
great.
like that one scene where he was at work and like he was listening to music and then he like one of his earbud fell out and he like starts the emotion in his face.
Yeah.
And, like how he starts crying.
Yeah.
He's like, okay, I'm not doing this anymore. He just like runs out.
I like it.
that was crazy. Like the emotion and the acting was so good in this movie. So yeah, like I
Yeah.
like really like.
I thought the acting across the board was really like there was no really distinct weak link. I thought.
No.
So
No.
that's what I appreciate about it. I mean, Saji,
I
his
think
character was great.
I think his was the best, honestly.
Just
Saji's
because he was experiencing,
the most emotional.
the emotion, the
Yeah.
emotions range. His range was really great.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I mean, struggling with mental health, especially
And
after
his-
incidentally
yeah.
killing indirectly his
Yeah.
partner,
Crazy.
and how he was struggling with feeling worthless.
Mm-hmm.
And so that was very interesting. So
Yeah.
overall, I thought it was a very well done movie for what it was trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I said, I don't really know. It didn't at least work for me. The ending with the psychological thriller-esque ending. But yeah, what are we gonna?
But what
give
did you guys
ratings?
think in the comments below?
yeah,
let us
let
know.
us know in the comments. Yeah.
This is a very highly rated movie, and the
Yeah.
craftsmanship is fantastic.
And
I'd
is this
say.
our first
Malayalan?
I didn't pronounce that wrong.
I
I'm
need to
sorry.
pronounce that correctly. Yeah,
This might be our,
Malayalan.
yeah.
All right. Do we have our ratings in mind?
Yeah. Let's.
This one's tough. I think I have it.
All right.
All right.
Okay, man. I'm.
Do we do a 3, 2, 1? Or are we not? What are we
Sure.
doing?
Wait, what?
Oh
what's this?
man. Oh. Okay, I'm ready.
All
Three,
right.
2,
3, 2, 1.
3.5.
3, 4.
Oh.
I give it a 4.
Oh!
Wow,
yeah.
so we have a good range here.
Yeah,
Wow.
this is a very
Okay.
wow. This
I
is
like
a
it.
divisive one.
I
Okay,
like
so
it.
Michael
I
usually
like
isn't the lowest. I'm
Yeah.
usually probably the lowest.
Yeah, Ben. you're
Interesting.
usually-
Now you
I
feel-
I
yeah.
appreciated the acting and the characters and the cinematography a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah,
it was
me
good.
too. Yep.
Yeah.
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 A 3 is not a bad. Like
No,
we
it's
forget 3s are not
Yeah,
bad.
3
That's
is-
the middle
Yeah,
of the
unless
road.
you're going by an A, B, C, D. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, it's not. I
Yeah.
you know, I didn't think it was the best one we've seen. We've seen a lot of really good ones.
We have,
That's
yeah.
what I thought.
Yep.
So.
Yep.
No,
But
I
yeah,
thought that was
there's
good.
There's our
Pretty good.
rating.
There's
our ratings.
Yeah.
Check us out. Subscribe.
Yeah, check out our Patreon and
Yes.
vote on the
What-
community
what should we
tab
watch
on our
next?
YouTube channel
Yeah.
for the next film.
Yep.
Yep.
Peace.
We'll see you next
you later.
time.